Hey everybody, how y'all doing this afternoon? I hope that all is well with everybody. I haven't done a video in a while, so I was kind of in a mood for some curry fried rice. So that's what I'll be making. And I'm also going to do a vegetarian rendition of it because my big brother is saying do plant-based, do plant-based. So I'll do this curry fried rice with vegetables, and then for those meat eaters, we can always add the chicken in for you guys. So let's get started. My son got me this wok for Christmas, you know, so this is it's really nice. I like it. It's lightweight too. Real nice. So what you're gonna need for this dish is 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, or either olive oil, whichever one you prefer. It could be canola, whatever. Any type of oil you prefer. Just make sure it's a good quality of oil. We're gonna need 2 eggs, some black pepper, some salt. I have 2 3/4 cups of brown rice. So we'll be using brown rice as opposed to white rice today. I have 2½ tablespoons of soy sauce. I have a 1/2 cup of white onion. I have 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of pineapple juice, 100% pineapple juice, no sugar added. I have 2 tablespoons of curry powder. I have 2 tablespoons of carrots, shredded carrots, 2 tablespoons of garlic. I have baby bella mushrooms that I'm gonna use, and we can use maybe like a 1/4 cup. I was looking for shiitake, but they didn't have any, so we'll use the baby portobello. I have a 1/4 cup of green pepper, and I have a 1/2 cup of green onions. For the pineapples, feel free to use a 1/4 cup or either 1/2 cup of pineapples. In natural juice, no sugars added. In my juice that I mentioned right here that has the pineapple juice and the curry powder, I did put a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar in it. So that's the only added sugar that we'll use. And then I have my chicken on standby for those meat eaters, including myself because I like meat too. Not a lot, but I do eat chicken and fish and beef. Love those. My body, not necessarily, but my taste buds say yes. And then I have a fresh lime that I've diced up. Not really diced, I just cut it in quarters. So we'll be using that. Okay, well, since my hands are all clean, let's get started. Put that paper towel in the sink. I'm gonna put this flame on like a medium high so that it'll be hot. It's ready to roll. I'm gonna use some of my oil, not all of it yet. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Sometimes I'm always talking to myself when I cook. So when I'm recording, it's like I'll talk low, forgetting that you guys are watching. So my apologies for that. So this oil my wok has heated up really fast, and so the grease is hot enough. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is put my onions in there. I'm gonna use this is a yellow onion too. You can use white if you want, but this is the yellow onion. I'm gonna put that on in there so they can get tender. I want to start cooking and get tender. I love onions, but sometimes I don't want to have them raw. You don't want it to be a little tender, not overly cooked though, but just tender enough so that they'll be good in the fried rice. I got my onion in there. I'm gonna add my green pepper. Get that right in there. I'm gonna turn my flame back up a little bit. Now I have it close to high, so you can cook with this on high. So we can get those vegetables done. This dish does not take a long time. Like I said, it's lunchtime and I'm kind of hungry, so I didn't want to get in here and just, prepare something that was time consuming. I want something that I can eat within a few minutes. For your rice, it's good to use leftover rice if you have it. And I like to use my rice when I'm making fried rice. I like for it to be cold. Sometimes when I'm cooking and I've forgotten to store some in the refrigerator to let it chill, then I'll just cook some really quick and still use it. But the dish does turn out better when the rice is cold. And feel free to use the white rice, jasmine rice, brown rice. If you want to use wild rice, I don't care. Whatever works for you. Get that going. I'm going to put a little bit of my green onion in here too. Just a handful. Then I'm going to throw my baby bella mushrooms right up in here. And I'm going to add a little bit more of my oil. Still the same amount. I'm just kind of spreading it out a little bit there as I cook. That looks really good, y'all. Smells good too. So for my vegetarians, you guys are going to love this dish. For the vegetarians, I'm going to add egg to this dish. But if you don't eat eggs, just eliminate them. You don't have to use them at all. Okay, I have all of my vegetables except for my carrots. So I want to add those in. And that's from a freshly shredded carrot. Get that right in there. Any vegetables you don't want to use in this dish, don't use them. Anything you want to add, feel free to stir fry them. Just add them right on there. It depends on what your taste buds call for. I have my minced garlic. This is about, I'd say maybe 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put that right in there. I would have used more than that, but this will do for now. This garlic smells so delicious. As my son says, he likes to use the word delicious, and every time he does, I laugh. Oh, sorry, y'all know I'm always doing laundry. That is so funny. Yeah, so that was my dryer buzzing, letting me know, hey, this stuff is dry. So, all right. So the next thing I'm going to do is add my brown rice in there. Just like that. Get all of that rice up in there. And I'm going to add some more of my oil too. Just the rest of it. I'm going to add that in there. I'm going to turn this flame up a bit too. Y'all know I like that high flame. This looks so delicious. Yeah, I've been having a taste for some curry. I love curry chicken, so I'll probably make that one day. But today I wanted some fried rice, and I just had a taste for that curry, you know. So when the rice is cold too, sometimes it'll lump up. So just, you know, take your time and dash it, and as the heat hits the rice, it'll break up. It'll become easier, you know. So you just want to stir it around in there, just like that. The next thing that I'm going to add before I add my liquids and my pineapple is I'm going to add my egg in. Now, I haven't beaten my egg. I'm just dropping my 2 eggs right in there. Because when I'm making my rice, sometimes I like to just scramble it in the wok, just like that. With the rice to the side. The rice is to the side. The egg is right here cooking. I'm going to let it do its thing. Get it on that flame a little bit. If you want to beat your egg and put it in there, that's fine. I don't like mine like that. I prefer it like this. It's cooking up really nicely. Oh yeah. Nice. Now I'm going to take my rice and just blend it all over the eggs. There we go. Just like that. Nice. If you use the brown rice, you'll cut a lot of carbs, you know. So if anybody's diabetic or anything like that and you can't have all of that starch, go with the brown rice. That would be my suggestion. Or if you're just trying to count your calories and manage your weight and not have so many carbs. Oh yeah, now I can turn that flame down a little bit. So the next thing that I'm going to add will be my fish sauce, my curry powder, and my pineapple juice, and that little bit of sugar that I told you I added. Okay, I put that in there, so I'm going to turn that flame back up. Smells delicious. Smells so good. Let's get that going just like that. Now, some people don't like to add green peppers to their fried rice, but I do. I actually like to add green peppers and hot pepper, but I just can't have the hot pepper right now. But so that's why I just add up the green pepper only. But normally, when I'm making this dish, I add the hot pepper in there. What I'm going to do, though, since I don't have the hot pepper, I'll add a little black pepper. Maybe like about a teaspoon of black pepper. 1 grind of the pink Himalayan salt. Just a little bit, because we got the soy sauce, so we don't need much. Just enough to wake up that flavor. Last of all, I'm throwing in my pineapples. Omit the pineapples if you're allergic to them, or if you don't like pineapples in your fried rice. But I tell you, the pineapples in the curry fried rice is really, really good. It'll make those taste buds dance. Be all over that palate. So, this looks so good, y'all. Turn it down. The last thing I'm going to add is my soy sauce. Put that soy in there. There we go. We are looking good, good, good. Yes. We are looking good. Turn it up just a little bit again. All right. Okay, so now this is where the vegetarians and the meat eaters part ways. So if you don't want to add meat, don't add meat. Cut this off, and this meal is well done. If you are going to add meat, use as much meat as you want. I would say maybe 4 tenderloin chicken breasts, diced up, seasoned with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion powder. That's it. That's all. Add it right in there for the meat eaters. Right. When you're cooking that chicken, all you want to do is just brown it. You're just browning it, getting it well done. Set it to the side until you're ready to add it into this dish. Take a look at that, y'all. Look at that. All right. Let's see. Excuse me. Excuse me, 1 second, y'all. Excuse me. I had to give him a young drink. I was aspirating over there. All right. Okay, and my rice is done. My lunch is done. I'm going to take this bowl, rinse it out, because this is going to be the bowl that I'm using. The only thing I had in there was the brown rice, so to work. Excuse me. I'm going to spoon me out a little bit of this rice. Give me some of those onions. That's sufficient enough for me. I'm going to garnish this with a little bit of green onions. Just like that. And for me, I like to hit mine with a little bit of lime. You can, or you don't have to. It's up to you. I like that citrusy flavor. So I'm going to give this a little bite, y'all. Y'all know how I am with this hot food. I always say that the internet is not going to tear me up, because they will get you. So, let me see. This is good. This is delicious. Every time I say the word delicious, I think about my son, and it makes me laugh. And see, the chicken is good because I didn't over season it. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion powder. Good enough. I'm going to show them these pineapples in here. Now, the amount of curry powder I use is just right, because curry powder can be kind of strong. So if you like a strong taste, add more. If you don't, you can use less. 2 tablespoons was sufficient enough for me. I'm gonna try the pineapple. Now see, the pineapple has that sweet, and then the curry powder has that little strong taste. You know, not too strong, but you can kind of taste the curry. And then that citrus from the lime. That's like well balanced. Okay, y'all. I am getting ready to eat this food so that I can come back and make a green gumbo. That green gumbo is going to be a dish for the vegetarians, but also for the meat lovers. So I'll do the vegetarian version, and then I'll add that meat for my meat lovers. I'll see you guys in a minute. Deuces.